Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Yesterday, some hours ago, actually, Ojizo Kalu, the Senate whip, who also doubled as the former governor of Abia State, made bold claims of how he was able to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and made some very strong statements as we speak. Uh, IPB family, the likes of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family, biological family, have decided to respond to it and they are calling him out. This is quite a very serious one. I hope that this Monday meeting will not result to something else eventually, as they actually want him over issues. Before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as to update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's go straight into the news. Well, the family of the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, that's Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has slammed Senator Jules Okalu over a social media post after meeting with the pro-Biafran activist. While Prince Emmanuel Kanu, who spoke for the family, asked Ojuzo Kalu, who visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is the Senate Chief Whip, to explain his comment that Kanu's followers are insane amounts of people rooting for his back home. Well, according to recall that the Chief Whip of the Nigerian Senate made public details of his discussion with Kanu after meeting between the Joe and DSS custody. Kalu had said his visit to the office of the secret police was to encourage the embattled Biafran agitator to consider the consequences of certain actions and utterances for the sake of the Igbo people. The senator said though his ideology and Kanu's are on different clock hands, he will not stop to advise the agitator as a brother. Now, this is exactly what he wrote. So even though my ideology and his ideology are totally different, God has made us brothers and we can't run away from each other. I owe him and Nigerians good counseling. Whether he and his family listens to me or not, I will continue counseling him as I have always done in the past. What we need most is a peaceful and secure society, Kalu wrote in a post on his social media page. While reacting in a statement, Emmanuel Kanu, which is the brother to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, accused Ojuzo Kalu of unnecessarily advertising his visit to their brother Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, probably for political gains. While warning the lawmaker against making unguarded utterances, the indigenous people of Biafran leader brother expressed disappointment over what he called confusing, incoherent, disparaging and uncomplimentary remarks. He asked the senator to follow the path of other Igbo leaders who are working behind the scene. This is what he wrote. What does Senator Ojuzo Kalu want to achieve by those confusing and disparaging remarks? Is he saying that millions of followers of Nnamdi Kanu who feel disenchanted by the protracted and provocative marginalization and injustice perpetrated against Biafrans by the Nigerian authorities are insane? Who is Kalu working for? Must he advertise his visit to our brother? If he thinks he has any solution to over, can't he work from behind the scene? Must he make a political gain of every issue? We are highly disappointed by his incoherent utterances. He must understand that our brother is not being persecuted because he stole or committed any crime. His only crime, if at all, it's a crime which, if it's even a crime, is asking for the freedom of the oppressed people of Biafra. Ojuzo Kalu and his type are the reason the agitation for self-determination by our people is unending. How can he be trusted by the people? We have not forgotten his role in 2017 when our brother was in Kuje prison. What is his mission? Is he for or against Nnamdi Kanu? By his utterances, it is clear that he is no solution but part of the problems of our people. He shouldn't forget that history will judge him for all his actions and inactions. In case Senator Ojuzo Kalu doesn't know, real Igbo leaders are working behind the scenes to bring about solution to the problem of our people. They don't make noise over it. Whoa, this is quite an open one. In fact, it went further to even call up history before now? Well, based on the statement he made, okay, let's begin to bisect the statement made by Senator Joseph Carlo. When he says something about he has an insane number of followers, I do not think by implied meaning, by contextual meaning of that write up, I don't think he meant that his followers are insane. I guess that is reading the message or reading the write up of Senator Joseph Kalu out of context. What he meant by insane followers of Mazen is saying in a nutshell that he has a crazy number of followers, as in a number of followers that is amazing, even for a non-politician. Even them that are politicians, they usually buy, and literally speaking, they buy followers before they go for any campaign or meeting or travel to a particular state for one form of campaign or the other. There's always, people who they would have bought are behind the scene to do all the talking or to do all the gathering to look as if watch out for 2023 election. If Nigeria survives this whole issue, you notice that there will be a lot of crowd of people born had did really they have this kind of followership. Sometimes they are being bought, the bought crowd. But this Muslim kind of followers are people who from their heart, okay, they are not bought, they don't give them money. So in fact they give their own money to this whole cause. They give their 1 naira, their 1 kobo, their 1 cent, their $1, their €1 to this whole cause, and even more, to the cause, and still bring out time for it. So he's wondering how what kind of followership is this? This is insane. It's huge. It's mammon kind of followership. I think that's what he meant. I don't think he meant to call them insane as in insane. And again, he said to call Ojizo out. He believes that if you have gone to see him, there are so many people who have been doing things behind the scene. They didn't make it public. In fact, sometimes the press that go about looking for it. So he believes that this whole thing that Ojizo Kalu did is just for political gain, and he's actually taking a sweep and taking him back to history. Say, look, I don't think we've forgotten 2017, the role you played. Okay, and don't forget that history doesn't forget, history remembers. And he's actually saying that what really is he for? Is he for them? Is he against them? And it's quite a direct one, judging the fact that even as Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, also blowed hot over the way he was allowed to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu breaking protocols, DSS protocols, and law and court proceedings, as the case may be, just to gain entrance a time ahead of the time they scheduled to meet together. So all of these, they are pointing that there's something more different that they do not know, but time will tell. Let's meet to that conversation. What's your take on the contextual meaning of Senator Joseph Kalu and the implied meaning and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family are deducing from it, and history generally?